The FNAF series is one of the most prolific horror franchises in all of gaming, and between the animatronics, the hidden lore, and the guaranteed jump scares,
whatever, keep this wound. GG LOL? Oh, Jesus Christ.
these games offer a truly unique experience. But that's not why I'm playing it today. There are a few achievements in the FNAF series that are rated a 10 out of 10 in difficulty, with the most notorious of them being unlocked for completing something called 1020 mode in FNAF 2. Beating this challenge requires surviving from 12 AM all the way to 6 AM while avoiding all 10 animatronics on level 20 aggression. This means the animatronics will move and attack at basically every opportunity they can. And if you make a single mistake, you will lose the run.
Oh, I'm dead. Fuck, man. That was tough. I assume we're dead. Yeah.
Before I ever got close to completing 1020 mode or understanding the strategies needed to circumvent this RNG-riddled nightmare, I started my FNAF 2 orientation on night 1. This is where I was given the opportunity to see all the interactable elements in the office and get a basic handle of the controls. FNAF 2 has some jarring controls for someone who normally plays these games with a controller. So let me explain how everything works. The bottom of the screen has 2 tabs, and when you mouse over the left one, you pull down a mask that's used to defend against animatronics in the office, while the right tab will open up the monitor with all of the cameras. It's important to note that you have to manually swipe down if you want to put away the mask or drop the monitor. You can't go directly from one to the other with a click, which makes a difference when you have less than 1 second to react in the later nights. But while doing that, there are a few more things that you need to manage, starting with the hallway and the flashlight. You see, this is one of your primary defense actions in FNAF 2. Over the course of the night, multiple animatronics will appear in the hallway and attempt to kill you, with the main antagonist here being Foxy. But every time you flash the hallway while an animatronic is down there, you'll apply a minor stun and they won't be able to attack you for a few seconds. This gives you time to deal with other things.
Fuck that guy. Blind his ass. Deer in the headlights, more like fox in the headlights, eh? Oh shit, I don't know what you do with that guy. Do I just hide? So hide.
Now is probably a good time to explain the different animatronics. Each one can be placed into one of 4 classifications, the first being the hallway hooligans. This category is exclusively dominated by Foxy, since he attacks directly from the hallway if you don't stun him with a flashlight. Managing the hallway basically means managing Foxy. This means that the animatronics that appear in the hallway besides Foxy actually fall into category 2, the office pick-me's. Unlike Foxy, these characters enter the office before attacking, and they require the use of the mask to defend yourself. Most animatronics actually fall into this category, but if you're unfamiliar with them, this includes Withered Bonnie, Withered Freddy, Withered Chica, Mangle, Toy Freddy, and Toy Chica. While the office pick-me's make it obvious they're done attacking by leaving when the mask is up, the third category isn't so kind. Let me introduce you to the ventilation Vuckers. You see, there is a vent on either side of the office, and if the respective light is turned on to reveal an animatronic, you must put on the mask and wait for them to leave, which happens after about 5 seconds. Sometimes you can hear them leave early, but it's risky to rely on that since you might be hearing a different animatronic moving through the vents. The 2 Vuckers to worry about here are Balloon Boy, who approaches from the left, and then the worst animatronic in the entire goddamn game, Toy Bonnie, who approaches from the right. Toy Bonnie is unique here because once you see him, you need to put on the mask and wait for him to attack like a regular office pick-me. But the time before attacking is somewhat random, which means you have to sit here and just hope that the attack comes quickly.
If I beat it this run, leaning back, I'm gonna donate $100 to charity. Come on, don't fuck me here, rabbit. This is the charity, brother. Dude. Oh, the rabbit. Oh, dude, what a sucker, man.
The reason Toy Bonnie's attack time is such an issue is because of the 4th category of animatronic, the music boxers. You see, the main mechanic in FNAF 2 involves monitoring camera 11 and winding up a music box. If at any point the meter reaches 0, you automatically lose because of the marionette. And you know it's getting low when a caution symbol appears in the bottom right, but you don't always get the chance to wind the box.
Yeah, the rabbit. This guy's fucked, man. Unless we get... Maybe? No, yeah, you hear it. It's over. That's the guy who just killed us there? That's the guy out of the fucking bin.
When the aggression gets cranked up to 20 for all the animatronics, there's a lot of crossover between the timings on the different attacks, which is why the RNG of FNAF 2 is such a pain in the ass. You need to be absolutely perfect, while hoping that you don't get attacked by an office animatronic that's immediately followed up by Toy Bonnie. When this happens, you almost always lose. Now, there is one last animatronic named Golden Freddy who can appear in either the office or the hallway. But since you can defend against him by masking up for 1 second, we can basically forget about him since he almost never lands the finishing blow. Dodging bad RNG while maintaining perfect form is tough. And when you're defending against ghostly robots, it leads to some conspiratorial accusations.
Bro, we're still at 4 a.m. Someone turn in the goddamn clocks back? Bro, I think we literally hit daylight savings time in the middle of the fucking run.
While surviving the first 6 nights was a challenge, I had to hone my skills and learn all the things we just talked about before I would even stand a chance. But this wasn't even scratching the surface of what I needed to know in order to complete night 7.
Oh, this is gonna be so fucking hard, man. Oh my god.
But this won't be a problem with the C7 Max from FlexiSpot. You see, I spend most of my day sitting in a chair since I'm a software engineer by day and an animatronic fighting security guard by night. So having a chair that keeps my back healthy is mandatory. Compared to my old chair, the C7 Max is built for long-term sitting. And before I upgraded, I sat in this chair. I didn't have the ability to lock the backwards tilt, and because of how I sit, the chair always leaned left. The C7 Max eliminates these issues by allowing me to customize my seating profile to fit my body. And since upgrading, I'm noticeably less stiff after spending 12 to 14 hours sitting in my basement. Speaking of finding the right fit, the C7 Max lets you customize a few things to make it the perfect seat for you. I'm talking about a 3D adjustable headrest with tilt support, a backrest that can be adjusted to your perfect height alongside ergonomic lumbar support to keep you from concaving into yourself, an incredibly comfortable seat cushion made with memory foam, and even a 5D armrest, which I know for a fact is 2 more Ds than your current chair. Look, if you're in the market for a chair that respects your body during a long session, check out FlexiSpot. They have chairs at all price ranges such as the C5 if you're on a budget, or the C7 Morpher if you're trying to ball out. Keep in mind, there is a 10-year warranty and 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can't really lose here. And as one last bonus, use my code C750 at checkout to get $50 off your chair of choice. Thanks again to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. So with night 6 in the rear view, it was finally time to begin night 7 and attempt to complete one of the most infamous challenges in the mainline FNAF games.
This is gonna be me when we start. I'm kind of like nice and chipper, right? Like little Toy Freddy. And these are all the emotions I'm gonna go through, and then we're gonna end up as Golden Freddy. Fucking hollowed out, dead, my goddamn orbital socket hanging out of my eye. But then when I got the achievement, I'll be happy like this BB.
My strategy going into this night was a variation of the right vent camp strategy. The way this works is I was going to check both of the vents until I encountered a blackout, which is the shorthand name for when I'm attacked in the office and I use the mask to defend myself. The cleverness in this strategy comes from the overlapping attacks that I mentioned earlier. If I'm forced to put on the mask when an animatronic enters the office, the time of the blackout is enough to defend against any animatronic that's waiting in the left vent. If at any point I leave the monitor and I do not experience a blackout, I need to check the left vent to see if I'm under attack. And let's not forget, I mentioned this is a variation of the right vent camp strategy. And the change that I made is that I'm ass.
You hear that static? We gotta wait till it leaves. And I'm gambling that no one's in the left vent right there. I should have checked it there. And I didn't. And I'm dead because I didn't check it. That was the first attempt.
I can't stress this enough. In 1020 mode, you must have a plan and you must follow through with it. A lot of this comes down to playing perfectly for just long enough to get good RNG. This means you can't forget to do anything, such as flashing the hallway to stop Foxy.
Hey, bud. Hey, Mangle, you hear that sound? There's a guy in the vents. That's what that means. Nicely timed up with this guy, which is nice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, didn't time up with that one, though. I'll tell you that much. Fucking A.
An interesting component to hallway management is that when an animatronic is moving into or out of the hallway, the flashing won't illuminate everything. At the beginning, I wasn't actually sure if this needed to be flashed when this was happening, but even though you can't see it, this is slowing down Foxy. Now, I was having a hard time remembering to check the left vent when there was no blackout, as well as flashing the hallway enough between each action. And I reached 19 deaths after only playing for 25 minutes.
Okay, come on, 2 a.m. Let's get a little PB here early in the night. After 18 deaths, I feel like we've earned it. We've put in a bit of we've taken some lumps. I think my mistake is I do need to stay. I have to wind it a bit. I had to gamble. I should have wound it more. I actually think it's really important to go in there and let yourself get pulled out, because I think that allows you to keep enough charge that when you come out, you don't get a blackout and then you have to deal with the rabbit.
Okay, while I don't think you should listen to that proposed strategy without more context, it does get into the crux of the problem, which is music box management. You see, if Bonnie has an incredibly long wind-up before attacking, and then you immediately get pulled out of the monitor by an animatronic, you will lose the run if you don't have a lot of time preloaded onto the music box. At this point, I was convinced there was no way to manipulate these timings at all. But if I continued to play perfectly while maximizing the wind-up windows in the monitor, I might be able to get by with a bit of good luck. And this thought process got me to 2 a.m. for the first time after only 30 attempts.
Oh my god, we got so lucky there was no one in those vents there. Dude, I think I'm hallucinating fucking 2 a.m. It's like I'm actually at work here. Oh my god, 2 a.m. Holy shit. PB. Lock in. Oh no, I fucked up, bro. It didn't come up. I think we're dead. I think I'm about to get hippoed.
Oh. I was still having problems with the mask to monitor transition, but getting to 2 a.m. was a sign that I was starting to understand how to get past the initial barrage of the animatronics. In fact, this theory was further reinforced on the very next attempt, where I got to 3 a.m.
Hey, balloon boy bastard. Oh, thank god. Same time as the rabbit. That was actually unbelievably flawless. We about to fucking get a 3 a.m. PB. A few deaths after a fucking... Oh my fucking god, it's 3 a.m. Halfway through the workday. Everyone stare at the clock. Oh, the fucking rabbit's here. Oh, I think we're fucked. We lost. Not bad, though. Not bad for a PB. Ah, tough day. Sometimes the rabbit just fucking gets in there and fucks shit up.
Feeling like $1,000,000 after back-to-back PBs, I was starting to believe that I might actually beat FNAF 2's 1020 mode in my very first session. And after seeding that hope in myself and preparing for the run of a lifetime, God himself salted my earth and smacked me back to reality, because I proceeded to die 38 times in a row without ever getting past 2 a.m. again. With 70 deaths racked up, I decided to give it another 30 attempts before I looked at ways to augment my strategy with external knowledge. Now, it might come as a surprise, but I got absolutely nowhere in the next 30 attempts. In fact, I think I got worse at the video game over this period of time. This is when I succumbed to peer pressure and had my good friend Ryspawn explain to me the time-augmented right vent camp strategy. I'm sure there's another name for this, but that's what I'm calling it. This strategy eliminates 90% of the RNG in the game by forcing most of the animatronics to attack at particular times. And honestly, it feels like magic, so let me explain what's going on. The goal here is to start a cycle, and it can be done like this. When a night starts, for the first 12 seconds, we need to just survive and keep the music box wound as much as we can. Now, assuming we don't get a vent animatronic in the first 15 seconds, we can start to force interactions. Since the animatronics attack on specific intervals, if we're in the monitor adjusting the music box, we can put on our mask at a time that ends in 5.5. Examples being 15.5, 25.5, etc., which is started from the moment the office is visible at the start of the night. If we do this, we can guarantee a blackout in the office. Now, like I mentioned before, this means we can ignore the left vent entirely. But there's another part to this. The office animatronics will only pull you out of the monitor at times divisible by 10. These are times like 40 seconds, 50 seconds, etc. And since the blackout lasts 5 seconds, if we correctly force the attack at a time that ends in 5.5, the blackout will end at a time that's not divisible by 10. And we can safely enter the monitor and wind the music box until we force the next attack. Now, here is the giant goddamn caveat to this whole thing. If Bonnie is in the right vent after a blackout, we have to put on the mask and wait. If he takes a long time to attack, we will miss forcing the next blackout. So we have to enter the monitor and wind the music box until we're forced out at the next time that's divisible by 10. The skill at this point becomes making the right decisions to get back on cycle. Now, if you heard me explaining this and you're thinking, what the fuck, you're not alone. This is how I felt.
And there's like they pull you like you do a blackout at that point, then you'll pass the 0.
Yes.
They can't pull you out.
They can't pull you out no matter what, and then
Bro.
you can flash Foxy because he'll be in the hallway. Yes, now you get it. Welcome to the show.
Brother, Jimmy Neutron, fuck. This is so fucking ridiculous. Isn't this game for children? What the fuck is happening? Brother, we're doing fucking arithmetic here to beat the fucking games.
Armed with this NASA-level strategy, I was ready to give it everything I had. And it's important to note that I didn't do any practice runs with this strategy. So I was trying to apply the knowledge I had learned in real time with my phone's stopwatch. And within 10 attempts, I got a brand new PB.
Because the idea is this, when this happens that you're seeing right now, this is 5 seconds. And then you get a few seconds to flash the rabbit, or the fox, and do this. Oh my God, Bonnie. Oh, we lose. The fucking rabbit, man. Unless we get hella lucky. What a save. And we're on cycle. Holy shit. How we feeling, buddy? I just got the fucking best luck of my life. I'm feeling fucking great. You tell fucking me, brother. 3 a.m. And I'm on cycle, brother. Oh my God, this is fucking unreal. Oh my God, my phone just... Dude, my fucking timer just turned off. I had to touch my phone. Fingers off the keyboard for a second there. Oh no, buddy, please. Oh, it's over. Can't win them all, bro. Can't fucking win them all. And we get the mini game. Fuck your mini game, brother. Where's my function key?
I should mention that every new subscriber to this channel gives us a PB for making that number bigger. So while I explained to you how much better I was getting at this game, you should hit that button. In the meantime, I was noticing that my consistency was increasing dramatically from attempt to attempt. And like I mentioned before, the only thing that can really kill a run from an RNG point of view is the length of time that it takes Bonnie to attack from the vent. Now, since I managed to get a 1 in 1,000 rare death screen, I was starting to think that luck was finding its way to me.
Genuinely, that's actually not bad. We're tanking this. We die, we die. We die. Fuck. What the fuck is this? Brother, I don't want to see the rabbit. I want to play the video game. I'm getting fucking spooked here. God damn. Rare screen W? I don't know. Is it? Kiss it. Get the fuck out of town.
At this point, my attempts were either ending at 1 a.m. because I made a mistake with my early timings in the night, or I would get deep into the night and die at 4 a.m. due to RNG plus some cumulative mistakes. In fact, I had never even made it to 5 a.m. But that all changed on attempt 140. The early part of the night went really well, and by the time I made it to 3 a.m., things were starting to feel destined for success.
I'm gonna focus up here. Let's see if we can get this. Almost 4 minutes in. Okay, we're 4 minutes in now. Feels good to be the man. Bad luck. Okay, 4 minutes, 45 seconds in. After this next attack, 5 minutes. Oh, fuck. Oh, thank God. At least this guy showed up at the same time. Jesus Christ. Okay, I kind of tanked there to keep us on cycle. That was the decision. Five minutes, 20 seconds. Should be 5 a.m. Oh, close to. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck that. Bro. Oh, fuck me, bro. Okay, 1 minute to go. We're staying off cycle. $6.20 should be about 40 seconds. Okay. All comes down to Bonnie being a cock. Bro, if I had a heart rate monitor on, I'd have a fucking heart attack. Come on, come on, come on. Holy shit, get fucked! Oh my god, that's fucking insane! Oh, holy pucker! I've never been so excited to get fired from my job. Fuck this place, bro. Brother, that run was so fucking hectic. You could swipe a credit card between my cheeks and it would move at Mach 1. There's that much fucking grease down there, okay?
And that's all she wrote for FNAF 2 1020 mode. This is the second 10 out of 10 done on the channel, and if you want to see me do some other FNAF stuff, you can either click right here on the screen, or you can leave a comment telling me which one I should do next. But regardless of that, I will see you guys in the next one.